The Berenstain Bears, Graduation Day by Mike Berenstain. Berenstain Bears, copyright by Berenstain Publishing. And this book is published by Harper. Spring was nearly over in bear country. The daffodils and tulips had come and gone. So had Easter candy and Mother's Day cards. June was about to arrive. And for brother and sister bear, that meant just one thing. No more school.
Oh, dang, you see that? School's out having us vacation. School's out? You think we would know that, but we didn't.
Sister was finishing first grade, and brother was moving up from third. Even little Honey was ending her first year of daycare.
Oh, gosh, I got promoted. Isn't this school? Why am I getting promoted? Oh, gosh dang, I got promoted too. Can you believe that? I'm in third grade. I already got my first promotion. That's pretty good right there. You know, all these kids are playing with them toys and stuff, but I'm reading a book but wearing a headband. Whenever I read, I start sweating, you know. That's what happens to me.
They all learned a lot in school that year. Brother's class studied the earth, learned about rocks, earthquakes, and volcanoes. He even made a model of a volcano that squirted lava out the top.
Oh, gosh dang, man, that thing just shot out there like you put the Mentos in the Coca-Cola. You ever done that? That does not look safe. You read? Yeah, I use the real magma, too.
See, kids? This is the Earth, that's the moon, and there is the underworld.
Wow, that's pretty cool. The underworld's so far away. I ain't too scared of the underworld right now. The only thing I'm scared of what's coming in my underbritches. Looks a lot like this.
Sister's class learned about plants and animals. They took care of a cute little hamster and kept a lizard and a frog in a glass case full of plants and mossy rocks. They brought cocoons in from the cold to watch as beautiful butterflies and moths hatched out of them.
Man, that thing's too big for that cage. I don't think that's gonna fit through that hole there. Man, that's one smiley frog. Look at that frog. He's smiling so much. Oh my gosh, look at all these butterflies. Man, I'm hungry. I can eat that big one right there in one bite. Watch this. If this sunlight was there, I'd be cooking them alive. That'd be kind of cool. Let's do that.
Honey learned things too. She played with toys that taught about shapes and numbers. She learned how to do things with other cubs. But she did not need to learn how to take naps. She was already good at that.
Man, I'm gonna be an architect someday. Look at this, I'm building telescopes. There you go and look at the stars. It's made of wood, but you can't really see anything, but that's okay. Is this your card? Holy gosh dang, how'd you do that? I did yoga so much it made me pass out.
The Cubs did other fun things at school too. They played sports like soccer, basketball, and baseball. They played games during recess.
Man, I'm gonna kick this ball so hard at you, your mother's gonna feel it. Yeah, that's right, you can't stop me. I think I just had a stroke. My eyes starting to droop off my face. I think I jumped too early. This thing's gonna come down. It's gonna trip me. Yeah, I really like to play hopscotch. You know, I jump with 1 foot, 2 foot, stub my toe, and then I get mad and I start swearing everywhere.
They went on exciting field trips to interesting places.
There's a Berenstain institution. That's where all the crazy kids get put. All them padded cells and stuff, you know. Man, this is a nice looking sheep right here. Go ahead, taste me all you want. We're gonna be tasting you in a couple hours.
The Cubs enjoyed their school year, but they were ready for a break. They were looking forward to summer, picnics and swimming, to hiking and fishing, to long summer evenings of chasing fireflies and toasting marshmallows.
Hey, Grandpa, it's dark here. How the heck is it so dark? The sun's up, but we're in a big, shadowy place. How the heck did we do that? Man, you know I love swimming in the puddles in my backyard. It's so much fun. Man, you ever notice that this sun is just everywhere? Look at all these fireflies I got in this jar. If you shake them up real good, they burn bright. Oh, I'll tell you what, I'm going to make this marshmallow turn black. It's going to catch on fire. That's how you got to cook them. You got to cook the marshmallows real good, you know. You make them set on fire, makes them all crispy and stuff, and then it melts real nice on the graham cracker.
When the month of May came to an end, it was time to turn the calendar to June. The Cubs drew a big red circle around the last day of school, crossed off each day as it passed. This year, the Bear Country School was having a real graduation ceremony for every grade in the school. They didn't care about the corona. Mama and Papa thought this was a nice idea. It It would make everyone stop and think about how much the Cubs had learned and done during a whole year of school.
Mr. Boy, you better get them grades up. You only got about 10 more days of school until graduation. If you don't get them grades up, you're not going to be graduating with the rest of your class. Dad, my grades are fine. That's why it says F all over the place. It stands for fine. Best of all,
Said sister.
we get to wear cute graduation costumes.
Said brother.
I don't want to look cute. I'm going to make the dog chew on my costume. That'll look better.
At last, graduation day arrived, and the Cubs put on their costumes. They each had a little cap and gown. Even brother had to admit they didn't look too bad. Brother's was blue. Sister's and Honey's were white. The caps had tassels that kept getting in the Cubs' faces. They tried to blow them out of the way.
You knock it off.
Grizzly Gramps and Gran stopped by to take pictures.
My, aren't they adorable?
Said Gran, wiping away a tear.
Time we got going, young'uns.
Said Gramps, looking at his watch.
You don't want to be late for your own graduation day. It's bingo night at the VFW. I gotta get down there in that bed with the boys. They're gonna be having some stuff down there. I'm gonna banjo and the music playing and all that stuff. It's a special day for that too. You go get on out in the car and we'll get right down there. We'll get out of here.
When the family arrived at school, the auditorium was packed with the families of graduating students. Then the school band began to play. They played good and loud, mostly loud. Graduating Cubs in their caps and gowns marched down the aisle and up onto the stage.
God dang, that guy gotta get some help there. He doesn't even know how to cut the strings right with that little stick there. You got to stink, man. That guy's like, whoo, look,
Said Gran.
there's brother, sister, and Honey.
Gramps stood on his chair to take a picture.
Get down from there before you hurt yourself.
Scolded Gran. Principal Honeycomb made a few brief remarks. Then Ferdy Factual, one of the best students in the school, gave a speech about honesty, hard work, good sportsmanship, caring for others, being true to yourself.
That's Professor Actual Factual's nephew.
Mama whispered to Gran. Papa and Gramps fell asleep. Mama and Gran poked them awake.
Man, you better wake up, boy. You're snoring so loud you can't even hear this kid.
Finally, all the students filed across the stage as their names were called. Principal Honeycomb handed them their diplomas, fancy rolled up pieces of paper with their names on them. Gramps stood up on his chair to take pictures again. Brother, sister, and Honey received their diplomas. As they marched back down the aisle, cameras flashed and the audience clapped and whistled. Gramps even honked on a loud noisemaker.
Oh, God, you gotta stand still and look at me when you take that toilet paper roll right there. It's wrapped up real nice. Man, why'd you gotta bring that into a graduation? That's something for like sporting events. Don't you tell me what to do there, Grandma.
Outside in the schoolyard, the graduating Cubs laughed and cried, hugging one another and posing for pictures. They wouldn't be all together again until the next school year. Too Tall Grizzly took off his cap and called.
All together now. 1, 2, 3.
He yelled, throwing his cap into the air. All the Cubs threw their caps in the air. They made a pretty blue and white cloud. Cubs all yelled. Honey took off her little white cap too.
1, 2, 3.
She called, throwing it in the air. Sounds like you need to go back to school and learn how to count to 3. Say it properly. 3. Say it with the tongue, not the lips.
I didn't know Honey could count,
said Gran. Yeah, she was in school. Of course she can count.
She learned this year in daycare,
said Papa.
That's what graduation day is all about. Being proud of everything our students did in school this year. And being excited about all the wonderful things they'll be doing next year,
added Mama. Gramps took another picture.
Squeeze in closer and say, Honey,
he said.
I'm going to take it and squeeze in closer and say, I want you to say Honey when you're all at once, and then you get in there and take a picture, and then it's going to be really awkward and say it, and I'm going to do it when I press the button right here, and it's going to go off, and guess what? You're going to do it that old time where you don't even want me to do it, and you know, all your hats and stuff, and all your hats, and polka dot dress, and all the overalls in there, and put your shoes on, and when you come in the house, and take them off, and track mud and stuff, and so take a picture, and reminisce instead,
he said.
Honey!
They all said as the camera clicked, and there it is, the family picture. And to this day, no one has any idea whose hand was on Mama's shoulder. And that's the story of the Berenstain's graduation day. Thanks for listening.
If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like. In other words, hit the thumbs up. That's the like. And if you want to see more of our videos, go ahead and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell. It'll tell you when more of our videos come out. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next reading.